but hear me out. What I meant from writing these diary entries isn't like writing entries about like, okay, what do I feel grateful for? What happened today? Blah, blah, blah. If you keep on doing that, you'll get bored and you don't really find much creativity or motivation to continue sometimes, especially for a writer or a fantasy writer, in my point of view. What I noticed is I would like to find one focal point in my day. What a focal point is, it can be a scene, a specific object, a specific person, someone that you see on the street, or someone in your life. Just one thing in your life, one thing in that day, just really one thing. And then what you do is use the 5 senses and just simply describe them, almost doing a sketch of them, drawing them with words. So yeah, the point is sketching one thing with words in your diary entry. That's what it is. So basically what I think is what works for me is, for example, yesterday I found a specific object that I wanted to describe, which is this one. And what I do is I use my 5 senses, using my touch, my hearing, not just feeling. I write all this down. What the aim is almost like when you read it out to yourself or someone else, without seeing the object in front of you, you could feel it, you can see it in your head. It's the same for a scene. If you notice that one scene in your life is very funny, interesting, or sometimes a very mundane scene is also a very good way to use this practice, because the main goal of this is to make something so mundane, so simple, into something really interesting. And then even for a person, even if it's the person that you see every day, but if you use your 5 senses to describe them, you would have a different description of them every day. The reason is because it also depends on that mood that you were in that moment when you're writing. If you're happy, probably when you describe them in terms of the appearance, the colors will be more vibrant, the texture will be more soft, etc., etc. But if you're in a bad mood, everything might be gray to you, the person might be annoying, it sounds very annoying, you describe them to show that they're very annoying in a way. And it's also a great practice to practice show but not tell. So this is such a fun activity that I've been using when it comes to journaling. So it's not like the typical journaling, but a kind of journaling that is both fun and helps you to practice as a writer, and also help you to appreciate little mundane moments and things in your life. Hope it helps, and see you in my next writer's tip video.